Okay, I am now recording. So let's get started. So please sit up as straight and tall as you can. Feet firmly planted on the floor right under your knees, hands resting in your lap, shoulders pulling down. Top of the head reaching to the ceiling, sit bones grounding into the seat. Tuck your chin. And I want to start by focusing on the spine. So from the bottom to the top, if you pull your abdominal muscles in, the low back starts to flatten and you tip your pelvis slightly backwards. If you bring your shoulders forward, up, back, and down, that pulls the shoulder blades down your back. So your arms are a little bit behind your shoulders and the upper back flattens. And then if you tuck your chin, you can even put your fingertip on the chin and gently push back. So the back of the neck lengthens and the top of the head actually lengthens up towards the ceiling. So now focusing with that very straight and tall spine, let's focus on the breath. Expand as you inhale and contract and pull in as you exhale. So feel the breath moving downward from the nostrils down to the chest, all the way down to the bottom of the rib cage, abdomen pushing out at the end of the inhale. And as you exhale, pull your abdominal muscles in towards your low back, feeling the air squeezing back up and out through your nostrils again. So inhaling, lift your chest up. So as you lift your chest, you're pulling your shoulder blades down your back and you're arching forward. As you exhale, the shoulder blades release and the chest pulls in. So feel that movement of air. As the air moves downward, your chest is lifting upward and forward, and the shoulder blades are pulling down. As you exhale, the shoulder blades release, the chest pulls in. And now focus on the abdomen and the lower part of your torso. So as you inhale, at the end of the inhale, the abdomen pushes out. As you exhale, you pull your abdominal muscles in towards your low back, which helps you tip slightly backwards and the low back starts to stretch. So as you inhale, the pelvis tips forward and your low back arches. You might even feel the rear end lifting slightly off the seat. And as you exhale, tucking your pelvis under, the low back is stretching. Again, inhale, tipping forward. So the weight shifts to the thigh bones. As you exhale, tipping back, pulling in from the abdominal muscles, the weight shifts back to your sit bones. So a few more times like that. Inhaling, pulling forward, exhaling, pulling back. And now focusing on both parts, the upper part and the lower part of your torso. As you inhale, chest lifts up as the air moves down, abdomen pushes out, pelvis rocks forward, low back arches, shoulder blades pull together. As you exhale, the shoulder blades release, the abdomen pulls in, the low back flattens, your tip back towards your sit bones, chest pulls in. So let's do that several more times, lifting and pulling forward on the inhale. Feel your low back starting to arch and tighten. As you exhale, the low back stretches and releases. One more breath like that. And then I'm going to ask you to activate your hands on your thighs. So grip your fingertips on the tops of your thighs. Actually, on your thighs just above the knees. I shouldn't say the tops of the thighs. Pulling back with the fingertips. So kind of like grip the flesh of your thighs just above the knees. So you're activating your arms. As you exhale, push away with the heels of your hands, straightening the elbows, tipping slightly backwards. Once again, pull forward on the inhale. Pull back with the fingertips, activating your arms all the way up to the shoulders. Exhale, push away with the heels of your hands, straightening the elbows, tucking your pelvis under, stretching the back. Inhaling, lift up, lift your chin slightly now. Exhaling, pull the chin in and down, stretching the back of the neck. And a couple more times. Inhale, pull forward. And exhale, push back. And one more time, just come up as you inhale and just release your breath now, exhaling, sitting up straight and tall. So let's work on the shoulders and the neck a little bit as we usually do. So left arm floating forward on the inhale. So as your body tips forward, your arm is pulling forward. So it's almost as though this arm is pulling your whole body forward. As you exhale, you're pulling it back in and down. I'm going to sit a little bit sideways. Again, other side. Right arm floating forward, reaching out. And as you exhale, floating back in and down. And then both arms floating forward as you inhale, arching your back. Reaching out with your hands, exhale, pull back in and down. Left arm again, float forward on the inhale. Exhale, tip the pelvis back, reaching out of the left shoulder. Open your arm to the side as you inhale. Spread the fingers wide. Look straight ahead. Exhale, release that arm back to your lap and repeat on the other side. Right arm floating forward on the inhale. Pull back as you exhale, reaching out of the right shoulder. So your arm is going forward, pelvis is going back. Open as you inhale. Pull your chest forward as the arm pulls back. Exhale, release that arm. And then both arms. Reach forward on the inhale. Pull back and reaching out of the shoulders as you exhale. So stretching your back. Open the arms. Pull your chest forward. And exhale, release the arms back down. And then one more time with that hold. Inhale, pull forward. Now hold your breath, but reach further out of that left shoulder. Exhale, release back into the shoulder socket. Hold your breath and tighten under the left shoulder blade. Open the arm to the left as you inhale. Look over your right shoulder. Exhale, bend the left elbow. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, release that arm back down. Other side, right arm reaching forward on the inhale. Hold your breath. Reach out of that shoulder. Exhale, back into the shoulder socket. Hold and tighten under the shoulder blade. Open the arm to the right as you inhale, look left, bend the right elbow as you exhale. Reach the right arm up as you inhale. Release that arm as you exhale, looking straight ahead. Both arms forward on the inhale. Hold your breath, reach out of the shoulders. Exhale back into the shoulder sockets. Hold and tighten under the shoulder blades. Open the arms as you inhale. Exhale, bend both elbows. Reach up as you inhale. And then release both arms as you exhale. So let's rotate the shoulders a few times in each direction. And then reverse. And then we're going to do the side stretch. So the left hand's on the side of the chair. Right arm reaches up on the inhale. So imagine you're grabbing a rope. So make a gentle fist. Pull that rope down as you exhale. Pull the rope a little behind your shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Reach the right arm back up, look straight ahead as you inhale. Exhale, tuck your pelvis under, tipping slightly backwards, so low back stretches. Inhale, lift the right side higher, lifting from the ribs, not from your shoulder. Reach over, relax your left shoulder and arm, look under your right arm. Inhale, reach the ceiling with your right hand, push down on the chair with your left hand. Exhale, pull back and look left. Inhale, reach the arm back up. Exhale, tuck your pelvis under. Inhale, lift the right side higher, stretch up and then over, looking under your arm. See if you can push your hips a little bit to the right. Keep your arm a little behind your ear if you can. Elbow as straight as possible. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, bend the elbow, look left. And this time we're going to straighten the right elbow back and down behind you. Rotate that right shoulder open, pull your thumb back. Exhale, bend the elbow. And again, thumb back and down, pulling your chest forward and to the left as your thumb pulls back and down to the right. Exhale, bend the elbow. And one more time, back and down, looking left. Stay here and exhale. Pull the abdominal muscles in. Inhale, pull your chest a little further forward. Pull your thumb a little further back. And release as you exhale. So reach up as you inhale. Stay there and exhale. Tuck your pelvis under, so tipping a little bit backwards. Inhale, tip forward, reach the right side higher. Stretch up and over, relax your left shoulder, push your hips to the right. So see if you can feel a little bit more stretch on the right side. Reach out as you inhale and maybe come a little further over as you exhale. Reach up with the right hand, push down with the left. Exhale, arm down. Shake it out. So let's do that on the other side. See if you can feel that. I feel some tingling in here. So see if you can notice that there's a difference between your right side and your left side now. So let's do the other side so we can even things out. Reach the left arm up as you inhale. pull the rope down as you exhale. Look over your right shoulder. Reach the left arm up, spread the fingers. Stay there and exhale, pull the abdominal muscles in. Inhale, lift the left side higher, stretch up and over. Relax the right arm, the right shoulder, and come back up as you inhale. And exhale, bend the elbow, look right. Pull your elbow a little behind you if you can. Reach back up as you inhale. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, left side higher, and stretch up and over. So again, pushing your hips to the left. Try to ground down on the left side of the rear end as you reach to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend the elbow, look right. This time we're going to straighten the left elbow, pulling your thumb back and down behind you. Keep your other fingers curled in a gentle fist. Exhale, bend the elbow, look straight ahead. Once again, thumb back and down, look right as you inhale. Exhale, bend the elbow. And one more time, reach back, stay there and take a breath. Exhale, abdomen pulling in. Inhale, lift a little further forward to the right, thumb back and down to the left. Exhale, bend the elbow and reach up as you inhale. And stay there and exhale, tighten the abdominal muscles. Inhale, lift the left side higher. Stretch up and then over, shift your hips to the left. Relax your right arm and right shoulder. Stretch a little further as you inhale. See if you can stretch a little further over as you exhale. Reach back up as you inhale. Release that arm and shake it out. So put your hands on your knees for a moment. Lengthen up through the top of the head. Make your spine very long and tall. Tuck your chin. Take another breath. And then put your arms down at your sides. Let's rotate the arms open. Pull your thumbs back. Spread the fingers. And then as you exhale, release the arms, pulling back in, abdomen tight. Once again, rotating open, pull the chest forward, pull the thumbs back and down. Exhale, release back down. One more time, rotating open, lift the chest, lift the chin. Now stay here and exhale, pull the chin slowly down, lengthening the back of the neck. Arms out to the side as you inhale. So reaching out through your fingertips. As you exhale, rotate the palms down, pull your abdominal muscles in and drop the chin. Inhale, rotate the arms open, pull your chest forward and gaze upward. So feel that those arm muscles are activated, tightening, contracted. Inhale. Rotate down as you exhale. And one more time. Rotate open and reach up as you inhale. And now we're going to grab those ropes and pull down. So making a gentle fist, pull the elbows back and down. Inhale, reach the arms back up, spread the fingers. And again, exhale, pull down. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And now stay there. So either keep your arms straight up with the fingers spread wide or interlock your fingers and turn the palms up. But if you're doing that, make sure that you can do that with your elbows straight, keeping your arms a little behind the ears. So not forward, but back here if you can, as far back as you comfortably can, pulling those shoulder blades in, pushing your hands to the ceiling, release the arms. And let's shake them out. So let's work on the spine. So your hands are on the tops of your knees. Grab with your fingertips, pull back as you inhale. So grabbing the flesh of your thighs, pulling back and pulling your chest forward. As you exhale, push away with the heels of your hands, straightening the elbows, tucking your pelvis under. One more time, or actually a few more times. Inhale, pull back, arch your back, gaze upward. Exhale, push away, drop the chin. Once again, inhale, pull forward. Activate your arm muscles. Exhale, push away. And one more time, pull back. This time as you exhale, keep pulling forward so your abdomen comes towards your thighs. And now let's put the arms out to the side, elbows bent. And as you inhale, pull your elbows back, lifting your chest up, but push your abdomen into your thighs. As you exhale, contract your abdomen, pulling in, lengthening forward, so a little bit of a stretch in the low back. Let's do that 3 more times. Lift up as you inhale, tighten the shoulder blades, pull the elbows back towards each other behind you. Exhale, release. And 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And 1 more. and release. And let's slide the hands all the way down. See if you can grab onto your toes or your ankles or your calves or the backs of the knees. So going as low as you can go, as low as you comfortably can go. Lift the chest up away from the hands. So you're going to tighten across your upper back, tuck your chin. Exhale, pull forward, tuck your pelvis under. And let's do that 3 more times. Lift as you inhale. So as you lift, maybe you feel the rear end lift slightly off the seat. And as you exhale, tighten from the pubic bone, contract your abdomen, tuck your pelvis under, stretching the low back. 2 more times. Lift as you inhale, arching the back. So all the muscles of the back are tightening. As you exhale, pulling forward, the muscles in your back are stretching. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. And now bring your hands back to your knees 1 at a time. So slowly coming up, slowly sit back up and take a breath here. And then let's put the hands behind you on the back of the seat. You might want to scoot your body slightly forward. Rotate your shoulders open, pull your chest forward, elbows straight. As you inhale, push down on the heels of your hands, pushing your body forward, arching your back. Exhale and release. And twice more, then I'm going to change it. Inhale. Gaze upward. Exhale, drop the chin. 1 more time. And release. So now you can either do 3 more like that, or if you like, I'm going to ask you to push down on your hands and lift your whole body up. So as you inhale, and it doesn't have to be high, and then release back down. So again, either just arching and releasing, or push down and lift and release back down. And do that 1 more time. Inhale and release back down. Hands back to your lap. Take a breath. So let's go through those poses 1 at a time now in a sequence, moving very slowly. Keep your breath smooth and slow. So let's start by focusing on the breath, moving slowly down to the bottom on the inhale and slowly back up to the top on the exhale. Lifting on the inhale, feeling the breath moving downward, contracting and squeezing the air up and out as you exhale, body releasing and relaxing as the air moves upward. 1 more time like that. And then we'll start the movement. So let's bring the arms up on the inhale. We're going to keep it smooth and slow. I'm not going to count, but let's just keep it as slow as possible. Grab those ropes and pull down as you exhale. Chest pulling forward. Shoulder blades tightening. Inhale, spread the fingers and reach up. And now exhale, let's come over about halfway. So upper body tipping forward, but lengthening forward. Don't round your back. Keep your arms a little pulling back a little bit towards your ears. And then come back up as you inhale. Reach higher. And then again, all the way over, this time, abdomen to your thighs. Now drop your hands to the knees, just above the knees. Grip with your fingertips on the thighs, pull back, lift your chest up, arch your back. Exhale, tuck your pelvis under, slide all the way down as low as you can go, feet, ankles, calves, or knees. Holding on, lift the chest as you inhale. Pull forward as you exhale, stretching the low back. Arms out and up as you inhale, reach to the ceiling. Arms out and down as you exhale. Push your hands into the seat behind you, lift the chest and arch the back. If you want, you can lift your pelvis all the way up. Exhale, release back down. Let's just do 1 more. Release your hands to the sides. And now let's bring the arms up on the inhale. I think I'm going to add 1 more thing. Exhale, bend the elbows and pull back, pulling your chest forward, making gentle fists with both hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up, spread the fingers. Now we're going to come over 1/3 of the way. Exhaling, so long spine, pulling your arms a little bit backwards, shoulder blades tight. Inhale, reach back up, reach higher, and then 2/3 of the way over. Exhaling, so again, a long straight spine from the rear end to the fingertips, straight line. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release your hands to your knees, bringing your upper body forward, grip with your fingertips on your thighs and pull back as you inhale, abdomen pushing into the thighs as the chest lifts. Exhale, slide down. So I'm going to add 1 more thing here. So either put your right hand on your left foot or your right forearm on your left thigh. This is obviously a little bit less challenging. And then let's see if you can bring the left arm up, rotate it open, gaze upward, and take a breath. So again, you're either here or here. And then come back down, let each hand grab its respective foot, lift away from the hands as you inhale, tuck the chin, exhale, pull forward, other side, left hand on the right foot or left forearm on the right thigh, reach the right arm up, gaze upward, take a breath, and release back down. Grab your feet again, lift the chest away from the hands as you inhale. Pull forward, tuck your pelvis under as you exhale. Sweep the arms out to the side, rotate the shoulders open and come all the way up to sitting. Inhaling, sweep the arms out and down behind you as you exhale. Push into the back of the seat, lift the chest, rotate the shoulders open, and release. So take a breath. And then we'll work on the feet a little bit, and then we'll do some standing poses. So hands slightly behind you on the seat. And let's lift one heel, but push the ball of the foot firmly into the floor. And then roll that foot back down, activating all the muscles all the way up to your thigh. And then do the same thing on the other side. Lift the heel, pushing the ball of the foot firmly into the floor, roll back down. And then both heels up and roll back down. Activate all the muscles of your legs, the backs of the legs. Again, one heel goes up, roll it down, tightening all those muscles, and then the other foot, and roll it down. Keep your spine straight and tall, both heels up, and roll back down. So now we're just going to alternate. So one heel goes up. When that one goes down, the other one goes up. So just keep going, but really rolling into the floor. So working your feet as you do that. Both heels up, and now both heels down, and twice more. And then let's do the, we'll do the extended leg, and then I'll come back and do the thing with the pointing of the toes. So push one heel out, pull your toes in, lengthen up through the top of the head. So keep your spine long and tall, even though we're working on the leg. And we're going to slowly roll the foot into a point, roll back into a flexed ankle, rolling through the ball of the foot as you point, pulling the toes back as you flex. And see if you can spread your toes wide during the movement and then bring them back together at the end of each part of the movement. So wide toes and then point, wide toes and then flex. So just two more. And then rotate your ankle 4 times in each direction. And pull your heel away, push your heel away from you, pull your toes in, lengthen your spine up again, take another couple of breaths, feeling the tightening in the front of the leg, your thigh especially, the quads, stretching in the back, and then release that foot, shake it out. Let's do the same thing on the other side, right heel pushing out, pull the toes in, lengthen your spine up towards the ceiling. Once again, roll through the foot as you point, pull back as you flex. So 8 times, spreading the toes. Keep noticing your spine. Make sure you're not sinking. Keep the spine straight and tall. And then rotate your ankle. And reverse. And then pull the toes in and push your heel away and stay. Couple of breaths. Keep pushing that heel away, tightening these muscles in the top of the thigh. And then release and shake that leg out. So now I'm going to go back and do the coming up onto the tiptoes. So we're going to lift one heel, push the ball of the foot firmly into the floor, come up onto the tiptoes, and then roll back to the ball and then back to the heel. And same thing on the other foot. Lift the heel, point, back to the ball, back to the heel, both heels up, and then point, ball of the foot and heel. So let's do one more set like that. One foot first, and then the other foot, and then both feet, and then shake your feet out. So I want to just do the my inchworm movement. So I'm going to ask you to put one heel on the floor with the toes lifted up. Your hands are still a little behind you. And now reach through the ball of the foot and ground down with the heel, and then put the ball of the foot down. Lift your heel and try to put your heel down a little bit closer to the ball of the foot. Let's just keep doing that. So pulling out, so walking like an inchworm, heel coming forward, lengthening through the ball of the foot, heel coming forward. So a couple more times. And then shake that foot out, and let's try that on the other side. So the heel's on the floor, toes are lifted up, lengthen through the ball of the foot and put the ball down, lift the heel, try to put the heel down closer to the ball of the foot. Again, lift the ball, lengthen, lift the heel, tighten it up. So let's just do that a few more times. And then shake that foot out. So let's come to standing. Those of you who want to stand. So we're going to do that balance on the balls of the feet. So if you're sitting, what we're going to do is lift the heels and lift the arms and really ground down on the balls of the feet. When you do that, roll down. So activate all the muscles of your legs as you bring the arms down. So the same kind of thing that we were doing before with the heel lifting, you're also doing that activating of the muscles of the legs. And if you're standing, you can stand with the chair to your left, the back of the chair to your left. And let's just, before we even start that, let's focus on our bodies now in this new position, for those of you who are standing at least. So feel the insides of your feet pushing down, so the big toes are firmly planted. Spread your toes away from each other. So the little toes are probably lifted up slightly off the floor. You want to feel like you're pulling outward, rotating outward from the insides of your thighs, out like a spiral all the way to the rear end. So everything from the waist down is strong and tight and activated. All those muscles are activated, ready to move. Your upper body is light and lifting, reaching through the top of the head to the ceiling. But the shoulders pull down. So your spine is lifting up, shoulders are pulling down, lower body is tight and strong, ready to move, rotating open from the thighs, from the hips. And now let's start to focus on the breath again. So as you inhale, maybe feeling that slight rocking motion forward. As you exhale, pulling in from the abdominal muscles, which pulls you back. Arms down at your side, rotate the arms open as you inhale, pull the thumbs back, spread the fingers wide, release as you exhale. Couple more times, rotating open as you inhale, chest pulling forward, thumbs pulling back, shoulder blades tightening. Exhale, release it back to neutral. One more time. And then those of you who are standing, you can hold on with one hand or try with both arms up. We're going to balance on the balls of the feet. So on, and also focus on the spot in front of you on the floor. It's probably better than looking at the screen because it's very distracting to try to balance when you're looking at something that's moving. So on your next inhale, let's lift the heels and lift the arms. And then as you exhale, slowly roll your heels back down and let your arms float back down. And the goal is to try to coordinate the feet, the arms, and the breath. So everything's moving together. Try not to let your heels come all the way down until your arms are down at your sides. And you might think of the breath as kind of an envelope around the movement. So you start the breath, do the movement, finish the movement, finish the breath. Once again. And this time we're going to stay up for breath. So inhale, lift up. And let's stay here and exhale. And one more inhale, maybe lift a little higher. And then roll slowly down as you exhale. Let your arms float down to your sides. Let's do that again. Inhale up and stay there and exhale. One more inhale, maybe lift a little higher. And roll slowly down as you exhale. Take a free breath, and then we're going to try to do, I think we'll do alternating arms. So this time we're going to bring the right arm up and the left arm goes to the side. Lift the heels. Roll down as you exhale, lowering the arms. So again, everything's moving together. Left arm up, right to the side as you inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. And now both arms up as you inhale. And now exhale, see if you can come down halfway. So heels don't quite touch the floor. Arms reach out to the side. Inhale, squeeze all the way back up. Exhale, slowly roll all the way down. And we'll just do that one more time. Let's start with the left arm up. Right arm to the side as you inhale. And release as you exhale. Other side, right arm up, left arm to the side as you inhale. And release back down as you exhale. Both arms up as you inhale. And exhale, halfway down, arms out. Inhale, squeeze back up. And slowly release. So you may want to shake out your legs. So let's do a little bit of movement on the hips now. So what you do, if you're sitting, you're going to do exactly the same thing. So just, we're going to lift the right heel and roll out onto the little toe side. So the knee opens out to the side and then release back in. And then do the same thing on the other side. And we'll do this a few times. And each time maybe allow your hip to move a little further. So this is just to warm up the hip joint. And then shift your weight to the left if you're standing. So you're standing on this. This is your anchor, the left leg. If you're sitting, you can sit with your legs straight in front of you with the left foot flat on the floor, the knee straight. And then everybody, whether you're sitting or standing, extend your right leg out in front of you with the heel flexed. Again, we're going to do a little opening and closing of the hip. Make sure your left side is not moving. So you want to make sure you're not doing anything like that. You're going to keep this firm and tight and just isolate the right hip. And again, making the movement slightly bigger each time as your hip allows. If you're feeling pain, you don't want to go too far. You want to stop short of any pain. And then let's sweep open and stay there. And now we're going to rotate in and out. And this is from the hip, not from your foot. So my foot's moving, but it's only because my whole leg is rotating from the top. And then cross over and do the opposite movement. So rotate out and in, rotate out and in, twice more. Release that leg and shift to the other side. So now you're standing on the right leg if you're standing. Right leg is extended on the floor if you're sitting with the right knee straight. Left heel goes out. So again, we're going to just do a little pendulum swing, making it slightly bigger each time as your hip allows. And make sure you're just isolating that left hip. And then one more time, and then we're going to stay. So open and rotate in and out. 3 more times. Cross over, rotate out and in. So you're tightening the muscles around the thigh to make that hip move. Bring both feet back down. And now let's do the hip balance. So we're going to stand on the left foot, shift your weight to the left, and let's just point the right toes, just the tip toe on the floor. So your right knee is slightly bent and your right tip toe, big toe is on the floor. And draw a little piece of a circle. So make sure you're not putting any weight on that foot. You don't want to go like that. You just want to keep all the weight on the left side. So keeping everything tight right around the left side of the rear end, left hip, left thigh, opening and closing, making it a little bit bigger each time. And if that's comfortable for you, you can stay there. If you want to, though, you can lift the foot and go a little higher. And even higher if you like. If your hip is allowing, put your hand on your knee. And again, open and close. So doing this movement gives you the biggest range of motion. But only do this if you can stand up straight and tall. while you're holding your knee up. And then stay open and stay there. So either the knee is here, or it's here, or the toes are on the floor. Whichever position you're in, if you like, you can try to balance. Bring your left arm up and stay there. Couple of breaths. Chest stays lifted up. Tight muscles on the left side of the rear end. Take another breath and then release. Shake out your standing leg. And let's do the weight shifting balance. So let's bring the weight to the right. Bring the right arm up as you inhale. And same thing if you're sitting. Bend the right elbow and the left knee as you exhale. Reach up as you inhale. Release back down as you exhale, come back to neutral. Once again, shift right, bring the right arm up. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. So those of you who want to try a full balance can bring your left hand to your side. Shift the weight to the right, bring the right arm up. So feel that right foot grounded firmly on the floor and your abdomen tight, which will help you balance. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And one more time. This time we're going to stay up and do both arms. First the one arm, right arm. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach. Now stay here and exhale. Back is arched, chest is lifted. Everything's tight around the waist and thighs. And then the other arm can come up. So those of you who want to try something a little bit more, you can straighten and bend the lifted leg. And of course, you can always hold on if you need to. And then see if you can stay there for a couple breaths. Maybe not. Okay, come back down. Shake everything out. So I want to do another balance. There's another weight shifting balance. And I'm going to have the standing people will lift one knee. The sitting people will lift the heel. So if you're well, let me just do it sitting first. So what I'm going to ask you to do is bring arms up on the inhale. Shift your weight over to the right as you exhale. Lift your left knee and lift your right heel. So that'll be the standing version. Now let me do it again on that side for the standing people. So both arms go up on the inhale. As you exhale, bend both knees, shift over to the right, start to peel your left foot off the floor and lift the foot up. And stay there and take a couple breaths if you can. And then release back down. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, arms go up. Exhale, bend the knees slightly. And everybody shift over to the left. Start to peel your right foot off the floor and lift it up. If you're sitting, you're going to lift your left heel. And release. Take another breath. And let's see, I think we have time to do another thing before we go over to the other side. So let's do a warrior pose. And we're going to turn the left towards the floor, towards the chair. The right foot is all the way forward. Squaring your hips, grounding down on the outside of the back foot. And if you're sitting, face right. Shift a little forward so that your left side is kind of off the front of the chair, and then slide your left foot straight back. So if you're sitting, the movement's going to be to straighten that back knee and bring the arm up as you inhale. Release the back knee and the arm as you exhale. And you can also try it with both arms up, which will be a little bit more challenging, and releasing back down. Okay. If you're standing, you can hold on with one hand if you'd like, or try to do it with both arms. So right leg is forward, left toes are out, hips are square, upper body is slightly ahead of the lower body. So there's kind of a straight line from the back heel to the top of the head. So as you inhale, either one arm or both arms come up and the front knee bends. For those of you who are standing, the back knee straightens for those of you who are sitting. Release as you exhale. And again, 3 more times. Reach up as you inhale. Pull your chest forward. Ground the back heel. Release as you exhale. Twice more. Inhale up. Pull your arms a little bit behind you if you can. Release as you exhale. One more time. Reach up and let's stay now. So establish that position. Tight back leg. Your back leg is your anchor. Pull the ropes down as you exhale. Reach back up as you inhale. Twice more. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. As you reach up, push your back heel even further down towards the floor. One more time. And now stay up. Take a couple of breaths. And then release. And bring your feet together. And let's just do a little bit of a forward bend to release the back. So your hands are either behind your thighs if you're standing, or on the fronts or sides if you're sitting. So sitting straight, looking straight ahead, those of you who are sitting. Inhale, lengthen up through the top of the head. Exhale, slide down, but long spine. So make sure you're not rounding your spine. Your back should be flat. Inhale, pull back up, lift from the chest, pull the shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, tuck your pelvis under, tighten your abdominal muscles, reach forward with your spine, sliding the hands to the knees. Inhale, shoulder blades pulling in as you come back up. Twice more. Exhale, long spine, so not rounding over. Inhale, back up. One more time. Exhale, slide down, grab the thighs above the knees. And now straighten the elbows as you inhale. Exhale, pull forward, and again, twice more. Inhale up, exhale, pull forward, and one more time. And then walk your hands slowly back up your legs, coming up to standing. Take a breath. So let's turn to the other side. So turn your chair, those of you who are standing. And we'll do the hip balance. We're going to shift weight to the right side. Bend. And opening and a closing. And slightly bigger each time. Make sure this leg is strong and straight and tight and not moving. So just isolating the left hip, and then again, if you like, or even all the way up, hand on your knee. And closing. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. One more time. With the hip open. And those of you who would like to do a full balance, try to bring your right arm up. Take a couple breaths here. And then release it. I'm going to do the weight shifting balance. So shift your weight left and bring the left arm up as you inhale. So you want to tighten these muscles back here when you do that. As you exhale, pull the rope down with your left hand, bend the right knee in. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, back to neutral. So again, same thing. Inhale, shift. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale and release. And now those of you who want to try full balance, you can put your right hand at your side, lift the left arm up, shift left. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Now stay here, take a breath. And then those of you who want to try again to go full balance with the arms up, both arms up, take a breath. So now you can either stay here or stay here, or straighten and bend that lifted leg with your hand on the back of the chair or up, and then stay with the leg extended if you can. Take another breath, and then release back down. Shake it out. Okay, let's do the warrior pose. So we're going to turn your right toes towards the chair. If you're standing, left foot straight forward. Rotate your hips to the left a little bit. Push the outside of the back foot down. So if standing, you want to try to be in as straight a line as possible. So from the back heel to the top of the head, and then eventually to the arms, it's pretty much of a straight line. Those of you who are sitting, you're going to face left, slide the right leg back. And again, it's the same movement, bending the knee on the exhale, straightening it on the inhale. Okay, here we go. And also when you bend that front knee, those of you who are standing, make sure that that knee is straight over the ankle. It shouldn't go that far. That's too far. It should be straight over the ankle. One way to make sure that you do that is to ground down on the back foot even more so that that back leg is kind of pulling you back as you reach forward. So you won't be able to go quite so far forward because we want to protect that knee. So take a breath. And now as you inhale, rock forward into the front knee, straighten the back knee if you're sitting, reach the arms up. Exhale, release back down. And 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And 1 more time, stay up this time. And pull down with the ropes. Pull those ropes down as you exhale. Bend the elbows back. Reach up, ground the back heel even more as you inhale. Pull down, pull your chest forward as you exhale. Inhale up. 1 more time. And now stay here for a couple of breaths. And then release. And bring your feet together. So let's do not chair pose. So let's do downward facing dog. So if you're standing, well, first of all, if you're sitting, face the surface in front of you. It's about waist height. Put your fingertips on that surface. Scoot your chair back until your back can lengthen and straighten. And if you're standing, you're going to stand behind the chair. Oops. Trying not to fall. So standing behind the chair, fingertips on the back of the chair. Inhale, try to imagine your spine getting longer, the top of the head reaching to the ceiling. Keep that length as you exhale, walking backwards. So the same sort of thing as as I was just showing, sitting, back is straight and long. And so we're trying to kind of straighten those spinal curves. So tucking the pelvis under will flatten the low back. Pulling the shoulder blades in and down will flatten the upper back. Keeping your chin down will flatten the back of the neck. So keep pulling the rear end backwards as though someone's standing behind you and pulling your hips backwards. Stay there and take a couple of breaths. And come forward, sitting back up if you're sitting. Take a breath and then we'll do 1 more. This time I'm going to add a little balance. So inhale, lengthening upward, tuck the chin, walk back as you exhale. Tuck your pelvis under, pull the shoulder blades in, drop your chin. Take another breath here. And then those of you who are standing, shift your weight to the right. Those of you who are sitting, shift your weight left. And the reason for shifting your weight left is so that that left leg can release and slide back, because then we're going to just point it back behind you. And then those of you who would like to can lift and lower that back leg. So tighten the glute muscles when you lift. And then see if you can stay up. And those of you who are standing, bend and straighten that standing leg. If you're sitting, you can lift and lower the heel. And try to lift your back leg even higher if you can. And then release both legs back down. Come back to neutral. Stretch your spine back again. And then we'll shift to the other side. So if you're standing, shift your weight left. If you're sitting, shift your weight right. Slide the right foot back, pointing the toe on the floor, and then lift and lower that back leg. It doesn't have to be high. Just feel it lifting and lowering. And then stay up. And those of you who are standing, bend and straighten the standing knee. If you're sitting, lift and lower that heel. Try to lift your leg a little higher maybe. And then come back to neutral 1 more time. Pull back. Tuck the pelvis under, stretch out of the shoulders. And then walk forward. And take a breath. And now let's stand in front of the chair. And so those of you who are standing, stand with the backs of the knees against the front of the seat. And if you're sitting, you're just sitting facing straight ahead. Let's take a free breath here, because that was probably a little bit activating. So let's try to bring the breath down a little bit back into the center. And then everyone sweep the arms up on the inhale. And as you exhale, Bend your knees, but keep your upper body straight up towards the ceiling. And then come back up as you inhale. Let me do this sideways. And again, exhale. This time come all the way down, rear end coming all the way to the seat. If you're sitting, just try to lift your arms a little higher and then reach out and over. Everyone grab your toes or your ankles or your calves, and then lift the chest away from the hands as you inhale, tuck your chin. Exhale, pull forward, tuck your pelvis under, stretching your back. Sweep the arms forward, parallel to the floor. And then those of you who are standing, reach your arms to the ceiling as you straighten the knees. If you're sitting, your arms will go up, of course. Exhale, arms down. Take a breath, and then we're going to do that again. This time I'm going to go down in thirds. So inhale, bring the arms up. And now exhale, bend the knees, but keep your upper body straight up. So those of you who are sitting, reach your arms higher. Stay there and inhale. Now exhale, come down 2/3 of the way. So straight back from the rear end to the fingertips. Stay there and inhale. Then exhale all the way down. Sit down, everybody, come down to the toes. Inhale, lift away from the hands. Exhale, pull forward. Sweep the arms forward, halfway up. Stay there and exhale, pull the ropes back. And then sweep the arms forward and up. Those of you who are standing, sweep your arms to the ceiling as you straighten the knees. Arms down as you exhale. Take a breath. We'll just do one more. So on your next inhale, sweep the arms to the ceiling. And exhale, 1/3 of the way down, bending the knees. But the upper body stays straight and tall. Arms, fingertips are pointing to the ceiling. Straighten the knees as you inhale. Exhale, come down 2/3 of the way. Come back up as you inhale. One last time. This time we're going to sit and then stay seated. Exhale out and over. Grab your toes. Lift your chest away from the hands as you inhale. Pull forward as you exhale. Sweep the arms forward, parallel to the floor, reaching out in front of you. Grab the ropes and pull them back as you exhale. Release your arms down and forward and up as you inhale, reach to the ceiling. Release the arms to your lap as you exhale. So take a breath here. And let's do a twist. I think I'll stay sideways here. So let's put the right hand on the left thigh, left hand behind you on the seat, wrapping your fingers around the back of the seat. Inhaling, lift up through the top of the head. Exhaling, tighten the abdominal muscles. Pull back with your right hand on your left thigh, twisting over your left shoulder. We're trying to keep your spine very straight and tall. Inhaling, come back to the center. So you're untwisting, but you're also lifting through the top of the head at the same time. And again, keep that lift and that length as you exhale, twisting left. Feel that left shoulder blade tighten. Inhale to the center. Lift and untwist. Exhale, twist. Inhale to the center. And one more time. Exhale, twist, and let's stay in the twist now for 2 more breaths. Push the abdomen out as you inhale. Pull it in and twist further as you exhale. And one more. Inhale, expand. And exhale, twist further. So keep your body in the twist and just bring your head to the center as you inhale. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder and pull your left shoulder back. Straighten the left elbow. Inhale, bring your head back to the center. Release your left elbow. Exhale, twist to look over your left shoulder. Pull your right shoulder back. And then release and come back to the center. Both hands on your knees. Spine very straight and tall. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right hand on the chair behind you. Inhale, lift through the top of the head. Exhale, pull back on your thigh, twist over your right shoulder. Inhale to the center, untwisting and lifting. Exhale, contract and twist. Keep that lift as you twist. And twice more. Inhale to the center, untwist and lift. Exhale, contract and twist. And one more time. And then we're going to stay in the twist for a couple breaths. So inhale, push the abdomen out. Exhale, contract the abdomen and twist further, and do that one more time. And now just the head comes back to the center as you inhale. Look left, pull the right shoulder back as you exhale, straighten the right elbow. Inhale, head to the center, release the right elbow. Exhale, turn your head to the right, pull your left shoulder back. Come back to the center and put both hands on your knees, fingertips right on the kneecaps. And now as you inhale, lean back, arch your back, tuck the chin. Exhale, pull back with your fingertips as you lengthen your upper body forward. And let's do that a few times. Inhale, pull back, straightening the elbows, tuck the chin, arch your back. Exhale, pull forward. And twice more. Feel that breath moving through you. As you contract the abdomen, squeezing the air out, you're reaching forward. And then let's sit up straight, and we'll just take a couple of minutes to focus on the breath, bringing all the energy back into the center. Hands resting in your lap. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your sit bones grounding into the seat. Shoulder blades pulling back and down. Chin is tucked. Long, straight spine. And now bring your attention to the center line of your body. If you can imagine an axis, a vertical axis from the top of the head going right straight through your spine to the base of your torso. And try to imagine that the breath is moving up and down that center line. And you're moving up and down that center line with your breath. So noticing all the sensations in your body, but still focusing inward. Feeling the breath moving your body. Keeping the breath smooth and easy. Don't force it, but notice it and watch how the breath moves the different parts of your body, your chest, your rib cage, the spine, the low back, the abdomen, pelvis. Subtle movement, subtle breath. Slowing the breath down gently. Try to keep your attention and your focus just on that breathing, just on the movement of the breath through your body for another minute. And then slowly start to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. Taking in a full breath and letting it out. And then we can start to wiggle the fingers and the toes and rotate the wrists and rotate the ankles and stretch the arms and the legs, reaching out, and then relax. So thank you all for coming today.